Hi, this is G-Man, My World 67. Well, I just wanted to give you a preview of the upcoming project. I'm going to be working on this Junk 1700E. Dug this out of my junk box. It was a little bent up. I straightened it up. You can see there's still a couple of places where I couldn't get the dent completely all the way out. But overall, this it was pushed in on the side, got it straight. This frame ribbon here was all bent out of shape, and got it pretty much straightened back up. And as you can see, the body was rusted, tarnished, and got it all cleaned up. I sanded this down some. I might go over it just a little more. Got all the loose paint off of it. I might sand it down a little more. And I'm going to repaint this. I'm thinking about doing it two-tone. And I'll either do it two-tone or I'll do it in the Hiawatha color scheme. Now I've got 2 or 3 cars from various sets. I don't have a set of these anymore. I did have a set, and I got it up and going. And as you may have seen, you saw it on My Train Room with Jim Barker. And this set is, like I say, as you can see, it's just an old shell. And I'm going to take it and bring this back to life in a custom paint scheme. I think of my own. I'm not sure yet what that's going to be. And I'm going to be using a non-Lionel motor. Outside of it being originally a Lionel shell and Lionel passenger cars, there's prototypically or originally nothing's going to be about it. Okay, this is the centerpiece that goes in the middle up here that holds the stack section. It holds the motor in place. And what I've done is, because I didn't have a motor that would slip into there and lock down, and by the way, if you have a motor that you want to use and you don't have and you've got access to this center beveled piece that goes up in here that holds the motor down, and then there's a screw that goes in here through the top that screws down on that and locks it into place. Now, Lance Boyle, old Chuck, he has done a video on this type of mounting and how to take a Marx engine or another engine that's not made for this and put in one. And that's what we're going to do today, but I'm coming at it differently. I have cut this off and ground this down, and it still has a little recessed spot in it. but we won't be using that. I've got it cut off to whereas it's even on the inside with the inside of the shell. It's pretty much even. I think it sits up just a little bit. I can't hold it in place. Let me set the camera down. Now, I think you can see it better this way. This is just about flat, even with the inside of the shell. The motor I'm going to be using is a Marx motor. And this Marx motor is out of a diesel, Marx 10 liter diesel, like a 6,000 or the Burlington CB&Q or one of those. Now, this was also a junk motor that I had laying around in the parts box, and I'm finally getting all my junk motors that I had. I've been using them, putting them back together, finally getting them going, and this was one. This motor had some problems. It had some issues. I changed out this plate on it, as the one that was on it was cracked. I put a different contactor underneath the bottom of it, and basically that solved the problems on it. I'm going to be taking, I could just leave it on there, but I'm going to be taking this coupler off. There's no need to have it on there, and it's going in this shell, and unless I find another motor that I want to eventually change it out with, I probably won't be using this in anything else right away. So I'm planning right now for it to stay in this piece, but who knows. But as you can see, this one's not lighted. Now, surprisingly enough, even to me, it's got some really quiet, a really good armature in it, and it's really quiet. It runs nice and quiet. As you can see, like I said, it doesn't have a light on it, and we're going to be putting a light on it. We use one of these lamp bases. And I'm going to mount it something like this. And wire it up so that this can have a light on it. Now, there is an option to that. I could take it, just run my wires from the engine and mount it. Take that back off. In here, in the top, right here, see if I can. You can see that hole right there in the shell. Put it right there. and mount it right there in the top. With a screw. Now the only problem that I might have with that is when the motor sits in, it will be sitting right around in this area. But I think it will miss it because this will be sitting far enough forward that it shouldn't have a problem. And that will make the light stationary and always shining directly through the hole. It won't swivel from left to right. Anyhow, just a quick Sunday new project review. Just thought I'd share it with you. And don't know if I'll do anything actually to it today or not. I'm thinking about maybe doing some little more minor stuff. But that will be on the agenda for this coming week. As you can see, I've already got the rear truck taped up and getting it ready to paint. Well, that's all I have for you for right now. As always, if you have any questions that you'd like to ask about any of the trains that I've done, repaired, or done custom work on, or brought back from the junkyard to the train yard. And if you have as much fun and enjoy working on your trains and running them as I do, then you should have Happy Rails. And you can contact me at gman1924@hotmail.com. If you enjoy this video and you've watched the other videos over a period of time, or you're just now coming to this channel and you find that you like and you'd like to subscribe, please push the red button at the bottom of this video and subscribe. Like the videos if you do, or don't like them, you can do that too. All right. Once again, happy rails. Until next time. This is G-Man. Bye-bye.